Hey, good morning everybody, it's Mike and thanks for joining me this morning. Hey, it's Marketing Wednesday, right? So we do this on Wednesday. Our marketing director, Rob Hamilton, joins me for the call and we're just going to talk about some of the common problems that we know you're running into out there. And every once in a while we'll talk about the stuff I get stuck on, okay?
Okay.
All right, so thanks for joining me this morning. Hey Rob, we have this challenge going on inside our company, right? Mm-hmm. Some of the agents started it and I thought, wow, that's a great idea. I'm glad I thought of it.
Me too.
The challenge is 40 videos in 40 days. Posting one video, creating and getting one video a day out there. And here's what I hear a lot, and I want you to kind of speak to it because sometimes I don't, you know better than I. Isn't that too much, Rob?
No way.
In one a day, it feels like it's too much. What if I did this? What if I just made one and I posted it, one or two, and I post them like 3 or 4 times a week? So talk to me about, you say it's not too much. Talk about that and talk about my idea of how to shortcut that.
Well, it's not too much because something that we've talked about before, but you can never talk about enough, is the fact that not everyone in your sphere or in your circle on Facebook is on Facebook all the time. And not everyone in that circle or sphere is someone that you interact with on a daily basis. So most people that you feel like are seeing this content too much are never going to see it at all.
Well, good. Then I can make one and I can just post that one every day and I don't have to make 5 or 6 a week.
No, that's not how it works either.
Why?
All right. It's like this. If you repost that content over and over and over, Facebook knows what that content is. The algorithm knows what it is. If you post a video file and then you share that, schedule it to share it over and over, they know you're sharing that same post. If it's the same video file, they know it's the same video file. And every time you repost it or post that again, you're going to be exposed to less and less of the audience.
Okay. So I thought I was going to outsmart the algorithm, but you're telling me I'm not.
No,
okay.
No, none of us are.
So it just feels like one a day is way too much and it takes too much time and it's too complex and you're not available to me every single minute of every single day.
Nope.
It just feels like too much.
All right. Can I run over some stats real quick with you?
Oh God, okay, I guess we're going to.
Numbers. All right. First of all, by the end of next year, by the beginning of 2022, Ad Age and HubSpot and everyone estimates that 82% of all consumer internet traffic is going to be video. 82% of it, all right? And not on top of that, sandwich that with the fact that viewers retain 95% of a message from a video and only 10% from text or an image post. So you need your message to be in video form. And you need it now, but you're not in the game if it's not by the end of the year. So what everyone should do, every marketer out there and every real estate agent is a marketer. They're a content creator. And every content creator and marketer needs to find a way, and it's really easy. I just asked some of the agents in the office before I came in here and sat down with you, how long would it take you if you did A and B? The answer was always 2 to 2.5 minutes possibly. To make a minute-long video, pull out your phone, make a video about the subject of the day or whatever you've identified, trim up the beginning and end of the video in the native Photos app on your phone. You can do this and post it and add your little sentence about what you're posting it in the caption. And that's it. Doesn't need to be high-level production. Do we do high-level production? Absolutely. And you should be blending this together with organic video. Every video doesn't have to look like the 6 o'clock news. And every video shouldn't be you jogging on the street sweaty with a bouncy phone. Okay. But a nice blend across the board will get you to that audience, that 82% of all internet traffic.
So how do I know when it needs to be, like it needs you and it needs to be highly polished, and when can it be more organic and I just do it on my phone and it's just kind of more real?
Well, it's okay, good question. If it's something that's evergreen that you're going to be able to use in 6 months, and you're going to be able to go, you know what, let's make a brand new post with this. And in 6 months from now, we're going to be able to talk about photography or curb appeal. Some things are never going to change. Curb appeal is never going to change. Photography is not going to change. It's always best to hire someone with a big camera. That will always be the case. Those kinds of videos, they get more production. Market updates sometimes will need a little more production because, like me, you're going to throw a lot of stats out there and you want to put those on the screen. You can't sit there and read those for 2 minutes to someone about, you're going to lose them. So those kinds of things will need information on the screen. But a video of the day, what the interest rates are, here's how things have changed in the last couple of days, those kinds of videos, spur of the moment ideas, which are always great because those are the most entertaining and sometimes most informative videos. We all have those lightning moments that come to us and like, I have to tell someone this right now. Think of it like when you have a great idea and you're like, I have to write it down. If I don't write it down, I'm going to forget it. Same thing applies to a video. Put it in video form and share it with your sphere and your circle.
So back in the, I'm going to tell old man story here for a second. Old man club meets after this, okay? Back in the 80s and 90s, what they had us do was to put our marketing plan of action for our listings on a piece of paper. And I would have like 168 different marketing plans of action. And it is almost 2021 now. So would a better way of doing that, instead of putting it on a piece of paper like we did 30 years ago, could I make a video, highly produced, talking about my top 5 marketing tools that I use to get my listings sold? And then could I use it in my marketing efforts? Could I use it in my pre-listing appointments?
Yeah, absolutely.
I could.
Yes, and it's better to do it in video form because then you have the opportunity to use B-roll. You can actually show these things
there you
happening.
go, dropping lingo on us again. What's B-roll?
All right, when someone's if we're sitting here having this conversation and we're still talking, the conversation never stops, but another video is shown with no audio on top of us, much like on the news when they say today at the mall, and all of a sudden they're showing footage of the mall, but the anchor's continuing to talk. That footage of the mall is B-roll.
So now you're hurting my brain. I'm a real estate agent. I sell homes for a living. I'm not a production studio.
I am.
You are.
I am.
So they could like come to you and you could show them how to do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So Rob dropped some stats on you this morning. I'm going to drop a stat on you before we stop this morning. 100%. 100% of agents that don't do this don't make any money. I just made that stat up.
Also accurate.
All right, Rob, thanks for this morning.
Absolutely.
Hey, folks, go out there and make it happen for yourself today.